Hi, I'm Nancy Shaw with Healthy Living. With summer quickly approaching, we'd all like to improve our core strength for summer. With the help of this little red ball and a pair of glider discs, they can be your secret weapons for getting in great shape for summer. There are numerous exercises you can incorporate into your workout with this equipment for a safe and effective change of pace. So today I'd like to demonstrate some of the exercises you can do to get in great shape for summer. The glider discs are just very inexpensive pieces of equipment, and if you do not have them, you can always use paper plates. Little squishy ball, you can use any sort of ball just floating around your home. You can pick one up at one of the stores here in town. So the first exercise we're going to do, we're just going to take this ball, we're going to place it in between our inner thighs, and this really works the inner thighs well. And you have to remember, when we work our core, it's not just our abdominals. The core engages, of course, the abdominals and the obliques, the gluteals, and the inner thighs and the low back. So basically this whole area around your body is our core. And we want to make sure when we do core exercises that we strengthen all those muscle groups. So the first exercise we're going to do is just placing that ball in between your thighs and taking it to a squat. And this really can change up your squat. Really makes it a little harder, engaging your inner thighs as you take the press down and lift up. If we take one of the glider discs and place it under the ball of a foot, we want to make sure we always have a heel off the glider, and that's known as our brake. So anytime if you're gliding back and you need to stop, or if you're gliding to the side, you'll place that heel down and brake so you don't go too far. So, for example, we can take this squishy ball and push through it, and then just extend that leg out in a nice lunge and pull it back. Okay, or we can take it to a curtsy lunge, rotating to the side. So we have this rotation through the core. Curtsy lunge, so we're working those legs and those gluteals and back. Or we can take it to a side lunge. And again, you want to put that heel down when you're ready to stop, but reaching down toward that ankle, and then quickly crossing over the midline of your body and lifting. So as we take the glider disc and we step on with both our feet, we can take that ball again, pressing it down in between inner thighs. We can do a lot of exercises down on the floor in supine and position. So we're going to be here, legs out. This is called a plank. Abdominals are in. We want to really watch our back. We want to try to avoid any arching of the back, so keeping it really strong. Hands under your shoulders, squeezing that ball as tight as you can. We're going to bring the knees into the chest and back out. So it's a crunch, but it's not on your back. So it's a little different, makes you work a little harder, and we can even change it up by bringing it in, standing up, and then coming back down and going back out to plank. And standing up again. We're going to put that ball down just for a moment. We're going to come back to that. Some other really great exercises that really engage the whole core is coming down on the floor, extending out again in plank, and just bringing one knee into your chest at a time. And if you want to increase the intensity a little bit, bringing that knee into that opposite elbow. People love this exercise. And if you want to increase the intensity yet, picking up the tempo and getting a nice rhythm going with that exercise. We can take this little ball and coming down to the floor and place it right underneath our abdominals, our hip area. And people love this exercise. I call it trying to find the perfect plank. So if you lay on the ball, you squish the ball, right? It just comes down flat. What we want to try to do is unsquish the ball. So we'll have the participants in our classes lay here, elbows right under the shoulders, and we'll just lift and take all the squish out of the ball. We call this the perfect plank. So the ball is round, and if you lift too high, the ball will roll away. So you want to stabilize that ball. And then again, if you want to increase your intensity, taking it just to a nice glide forward and back. And you really can feel it in the entire abdominal area, the back, and the obliques. All right, continuing on, we're going to take pretty much the same concept to the side, working the side obliques. We're going to take our little ball and we're going to place it right underneath that hip. And with this exercise, you can modify it by dropping that bottom knee. So we can lift up here, or again, your better challenge is to stack your feet. And again, we want to take that squish out of the ball to find that perfect side hover. So as we lift, we just hold it here. And this alone, just holding this exercise, is quite a challenge. People find it very challenging and really works their obliques. If we want to take it up a step, we can bend that elbow and we can drop that that elbow to the floor and then open it up. And again, they find that challenge as they cross that elbow over. Still working on that challenge, we can take that top leg and lift and lower it. Again, trying to keep all the squish out of the ball, keeping it strong, keeping it round. And again, that really gives us a perfect side plank position. These are just some of the exercises you'll find in our group fitness classes here at Ames Parks and Recreation. And they're exercises you can incorporate in your own workouts at home by just using simple equipment, a little ball, and a pair of glider discs. If you would like any more information on these exercises or any of our classes here at Ames Parks and Recreation, you can contact me at 239-5353. I'm Nancy Shaw with Healthy Living, and remember, it's never too late to get fit.